then. There we go. Okay, so all right, well, in case anyone else doesn't jump on with us live tonight, that's okay. We're going to record this so that you guys can catch this at your own convenience, because time zones are a thing for sure. So so thanks so much for hosting a party with me, Dianne. I hope everybody's had a chance to check out some of the posts in the table group. What I love about that is at the top of table, you can see different headings like getting started, fun and games. I'm drawing a blank on what the other titles are right now, but there's a bunch of different titles on the top where you can just click and check out what cooking demos. This one will be posted under cooking demo. And so it's a good way to be able to just see a couple of things at a time. Or you can click all and just have a look through, scroll through the whole party. So there's that option as far as checking out the party and all the details. So because we've already eaten dinner tonight, but I'm going to tell you what I was doing tonight, because I did actually use my grill and griddle, and I'll post pictures in the comments on the table party after this has been loaded there, because I did take a few pictures as I was cooking too. But we have lots of different power tools with Pampered Chef. Just as a quick kind of overview tonight, what I did was I actually used my, you can see it here, I'm like backwards, but it's kind of buried underneath all the drying dishes. But my deluxe multi-cooker, which is our pressure cooker, I used tonight to steam my vegetables for a couple minutes, and then I put them into my stoneware baker and put them in the oven with some nacho cheese sauce on top, just to keep them warm. And that was a great side. And then on my grill, I made burgers. So the grill plates are in the dishwasher because the plates are dishwasher safe. So I just popped the griddle plates in here for you guys to have a look at. And I thought I'd show you how easy it is to use these. You just use a button and you can take it out. And then you just slide it in, pop it in like that. And of course, if you are doing like maybe a panini sandwich or grilled cheese is so fast on here because you have the top and the bottom. So it takes like a minute and a half to make grilled cheese, which is fantastic. That's just one example. So this grill and griddle replaces like electric paninis, right? Panini makers. It replaces your electric grills, your electric griddles. If you have waffle iron, you can get the waffle plates. And I love the really nice big waffles that this makes. So you can get this as an extra bonus. And of course, there's two of these plates. I just took out one to show you guys. And they're so fast. Like, it's such a great griddle. There's lots of different options on here. I'll read them off. I know you guys can't see them on there, but it's, you can adjust your time and your temperature manually. You can change the temperature on the top and the bottom and make them different. So that is handy if you are doing, say, something like a grilled pizza on here. You have your grill on the bottom, you get pizza, and then you just want a lower temperature to melt the cheese, and you just want this to hover over top. You can adjust the step on the side here, and then see how there's a gap now, and there's space. So it can just like bring some heat down to melt the cheese on top of the pizza. Or if you have an open face sandwich or something. So your sandwich makers, like this tool replaces so many, and then you just have the one piece in your kitchen, which is fantastic. You've also got a probe setting. You can add 30 seconds and then cancel. So the probe is so great. If you like to do steak, or even if you just want to grill some chicken and you want to know that it cooks exactly the right temperature, there's a probe, and you plug in the side. And then you put it into, you know, your burger or your steak or your chicken, and you set the temperature and the temperature of the steak that you want. So if you want it 140 degrees to make a medium rare steak, then you set that, you've got it on grill, and you turn it on and you just let it do its thing, and it turns off when it's done. So you will not overcook your steak. It's perfect. If you've got somebody who wants their steak cooked longer, then you would just take your medium rare one off and leave the other one on and go from there. So yeah, or add 30 seconds. Like if you're doing a bunch of pancakes and your time has run down, you just click add 30 seconds a couple times to add another minute or two or however long. The other great thing is this opens up all the way. So it goes like this, and now you can use both sides, open face. I don't know if you can see that very well. There we go. So I can do like bacon and eggs, or I can do different grilled sandwiches, or it can grill up a whole bunch of veggies and then grill up maybe chicken or something to go with dinners. You can really do a lot with this. And this again is where you can change the temperature top and bottom, right? So the top, if you want it cooked lower, and then the bottom, you want maybe a higher temperature or something, you can totally do that. So lots of versatility. I love this thing, it's so great. So yeah, it's really, oh, and then there's a fat drip. So it drips down the back, and then you just take this out and you can drain it, put it in the dishwasher, all that good stuff. So that's the grill and griddle. Let me just adjust this again. Pardon my thumb there. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, Diane mentioned that she's interested in the Secret Center cake pan. So let me grab that. This is one of our new ones. This is so fun. So it's two pans, two baking pans, and you've got this really lovely scalloped edge, which is so pretty. Our cake pans, all of the bakeware collection, have a really great non-stick coating on them. So they're really easy to work with. I still would put a piece of parchment in here just because it's a little bit easier, right? Just to get it out. And if you wanted to do one of your cakes like this, you can just put your cake batter in, and then you've got this big like spot that's open right in the center. And then your other cake pan, of course, you would just do the full cake. So then what you do is you have the open one, when you take it out after it's cooled, that's your bottom, so that you've got that opening, the bottom, and then the full cake piece goes on the top, so that it's a secret center, right? The other thing you can do is you can have little centers, like just little tiny ones, with every one of the scallops has got a little secret center. So I did this one, and I made the Dulce de Leches cake mix that we have. And then inside each little section, I put a raspberry puree, like a compote. And oh my gosh, it was just such a delicious cake. It was so good. So it's kind of fun because I just told everyone, like, you don't know what's inside your cake. And it's a good one to do. Sorry, big bang on the TV there, I'm sure. This is a really fun one for gender reveal parties, or just theme parties, or just because. I even saw one of my friends posted that they made like pizza in this, and then in each of the little spots was a meatball instead of like it being, I was like, what? That is such a great idea. Like, you can just totally use your creativity and have so much fun with it. So I'm also excited to use it for like a cornbread, and then put like a little cheese and bean kind of into each of the little spots as well. So it's a fun little way to kind of shake it up, right? So we were talking about the spritzer earlier as well. So I'm going to show this. And I'm just using a bowl to spray into. So with our spritzer, you just pump it a whole bunch. You can use canola oil in here. You can use olive oil if you want. You can even use herbs and things like that, because there is, let's see if I can show you on the camera. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see this, the little filter. So if you've got herbs or garlic or anything like that, that's okay, because it's got the filter on there, so it won't clog it up. So you pump it up a whole bunch of times, and you want to pump it until it's quite pressurized, because we don't use any butane or any chemicals, right? This is strictly you pouring in your oil in here. And so the pressure is built up, and you get that aerosol spray because you created all this pressure in there. So because Pam and all those different kinds of cooking sprays, those have a bunch of chemicals in them. They're not good for you. I totally recommend you don't buy those at all. This is going to be an awesome alternative. So now what you do is you just get your pan or whatever and spray from here. And you can do this with an infused one over like salad if you have like a nice infused oil or something. And so I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's just like a spray that goes around, okay? And then once you're done, you release the pressure, because otherwise, if you don't, what happens is the plastic expands over time. So I've had people call me up and they're like, it's all wobbly, the bottom is, and I'm like, oh my God, release the pressure. So that's what happens with that one. And this is, like I said, you can use this in place of any of those cooking sprays. on top of salads, or just a light misting. I think you were talking about, Diane, with vegetables before you're roasting them. Like that's a lot of what I do with it as well. So something else I love to show, which kind of doesn't always see, you don't necessarily see a lot of, is our rapid prep mandolin. So this one is a newish one. And let me adjust this again. Sometimes we're doing different things here. There we go. So it comes with this basin type of thing. Let me just, I'm kind of backwards here. There we go. Okay, but I also want to make it so you can see. All right. So it just kind of rests over it like that. And you can see it collects everything in the back. I'll open that up. This is where the blade is. So it keeps it safe away from your fingers. And you've got this holder as well. So see the angle here? This is where you're going to put it, right like that. Use your little button and then it opens and then that stays there. Carrots, sweet potatoes, regular potatoes, my head's cut off. And then you go like this. So the difference with this, instead of any other mandolins, is that this is moving, the blade is moving up and down, see that? Instead of you slicing and moving everything up and down. So your food stays stationary and you're gonna go like this and create all the movement that way. So, and of course you've got this piece that guides the food in, right? So like pretty much every kind of vegetable that you could imagine you can do in here. On the back, this is where you're going to see the adjustments. So you can do a straight like this right now. It's on this one, which is just a solid slice. You can turn the dial over. And then on this side, it is a wider slice. And then if you go one more time, comes down this way and it's hard for you to see, but it's a lot more slices. So let me show you on this side so you can see what each of those settings looks like. Oh, look, there's a little piece of food in there. All right. Okay, back to the beginning. This is the main slice, just a straight slice with your, like maybe for scallop potatoes or something. And then this way, it's going to be hard for you to see, but there are little blades that are coming down as well. Of course, I don't want to put my finger in there, but what angle can I? There, you can see them out there, I think. So then you're getting like carrot sticks, or this is a good one for the French fries as well. That's where you would do that one. And then if you go to the other one, then it is even more. So it's more like a julienne slice. Then not only do you have those adjustments, those three adjustments, you also have the thickness of how much the slice is. So you go anywhere from a 1, really thick, all the way to an 8, which is much finer. So you have so many customizations on that. It's dishwasher safe, and everything just rests together into this piece here. Just like that. And then of course, and you can put this whole thing in the dishwasher too. And then the safety guard over it, which clips into place. And then you just line that up and the whole thing goes into the cupboard and stays together. So very easy. So that is one of my most bought items. Like we actually, when we launched that last fall, we sold out of them in 2 weeks. And it took them about a month or so to get them back in stock. So it's a really fantastic, and it's super fast. Like it's like bang, 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 bang. And you've got like a whole bunch of veggies chopped up. So I can put a video in the comments as well on table. I think I might have shared this one already, but I'm, you know, after a few days, you kind of forget what's been shown already, right? So I'll double check, but I'll put the link to this on YouTube in the comments there.
I think I've seen it like in use on there.
You have or haven't?
Haven't, I don't think.
Okay, I'll make it its own post even, just so that it is seen at the top. But yeah, so I'm not sure if there was anything else you kind of wanted to check out today. I mean, Pampered Chef has got so many great tools. Our air fryer is one of the top items as well. Here's our air fryer. This is the base for the blender, which also was used today. So what I love about the air fryer is you can see here, it's a, let me just get the right angle here for you. No problem. I'm on a video call. Talk to daddy. So you can see here, there's the different mesh trays, but it also has a rotating basket. I'll show you right here. So this, you can do all your French fries in and everything, other roasted vegetables and whatnot. And there's also a spit, so you can do like a whole roasted chicken or a roast. Some people have even done pineapples, like a whole roasted pineapple, which I thought is so fun. So I'm probably going to do that this summer. That'll be delicious, as the juices just caramelize on it. And then of course the juices keep going over and over it, right? So there's lots of great things about the air fryer, and ours is so nice and spacious. Like last night I did chicken wings for our family to go with dinner, and it's so fast. Like chicken wings are a great example, because the oven, you have to wait about 15 minutes for the oven to heat up, and then you have to roast them for about 45 minutes in the oven, whereas they take start to finish 25 minutes in the air fryer. So it's way faster. And you've got the 2 trays, so you can get lots of them in there. I think I've done as many as like 30 or so at a time, which is definitely enough for our family of 4 for dinner. So sometimes people want to do more. Like if I have a big crowd, I'll probably use my oven, because I'll do 2 big trays in the oven. But for pretty much everyday use, we use the air fryer. It's even our toaster. Like we just put bread in there. You can fit up to 8 slices of bread. So you can make 8 pieces of toast in the morning, reheat all of our waffles and pancakes and all that good stuff, which is so much better than using microwave. Yeah, so I really, really love it. And there's about 1,000 things you can make in the air fryer. So yeah. Do you have an air fryer already, Dianne?
I do.
Yeah, nice.
I do. I want to get the skewer this time.
Perfect. Yeah, the skewer set is fun. That's great. Awesome.
I just wondered, what about the covered pan? What's the difference? The new one that's a covered pan? Is it ceramic, or is it?
Oh, are you talking about the cast iron one?
Is that what it's going to be? A cast iron pan with a plastic cover?
Oh, you're talking about a bakeware pan. Okay, I gotcha.
Okay.
It's a 9x13 pan. And yes, it does have a plastic cover. I can grab that as well. It's up above my fridge. One sec.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay.
So
I just saw it in there and wondered what was like, because it's new, right? I didn't know what it was about.
Yeah, so nice and light. It's the bakeware, again, really non-stick, like super non-stick. You can do anything you would do in a 9x13 baker in here. And then for storage, yeah, you've got this great lid. Like how handy is that, right? It's perfect for potlucks and all kinds of stuff. So yeah, storage. It's plastic. The lid is not dishwasher. The lid is not safe, of course. There we go. So that was
one of the things I was wondering about, like what was the pan for? I wasn't sure if it was like
you can do a cake in here and then serve from this if you want, and you can have designs on the top. You can do a tray of cupcakes in here and take them somewhere, depending how high of icing you do on your cupcakes. So yeah, so that's a handy one for sure. So, and even like for storing lasagna in the fridge afterwards, you could do something like that. So I wouldn't use a metal knife to cut, because that would scratch this. That's the only thing. So if you're doing something like a casserole, make sure you're using a nylon knife or something like that for cutting. Yeah.
Okay. I can't think of any of the other things that I was really curious about. There are some cool new things, but yeah, those are the ones I'm most keen on.
Yeah, and if anything comes to mind, you can just comment in the group too, and just tag me and say like, oh yeah, I wanted to ask about this, or I'd love to see that, and then I can always give you some details on things there too. So
okay,
awesome, good. Well, thanks so much for jumping on here with me, and I'm glad I could show you some of the kitchen tools that we have and some of the new items. So definitely, if any questions come up from anybody who's watching the recording, comment and let me know. Tag me in table to tag someone. You just use the @ symbol and then capital B for me, and then my name should show up, or maybe BR, and then my name will show up. So yeah, and then you just tag people that way.
Okay.
Awesome.
But you have a wonderful rest of your evening, and thank you so much for your time and
Yeah.
your knowledge.
Oh, my pleasure, for sure. Thank you so much. Have a great rest of your evening too.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye-bye.